Hello, guys. Welcome to our
Oh my
second
god.
attempt at a dig up podcast. Andy's not here right now. He's gonna go pee. But DryWatr is here. Whatever. Hello, DryWatr.
The greatest person in the universe is here, guys.
He thinks he's the greatest person in the universe, but he's sadly mistaken. It's all right. But basically,
Oh my god.
maybe open the menu. I don't know. But basically, we wanted to start a podcast in general, and I think just to have a little more of a theme for this episode, because it is Horror Week on my channel. We can talk about horror films and horror games that we like. Now, in particular,
What about horror TV shows?
or horror TV shows. I haven't seen many myself.
What about
though.
horror books?
What? I don't know. Maybe. I've read one. I've read Pet Cemetery. It was good.
You've read one.
Why do I have 20 messages on Messenger? What the?
Okay, continue. I'm gonna ruin your podcast.
Okay.
Continue. Awkward silence.
I just got
as he
20
doesn't
messages of
continue.
angry emoticons. Anyways, so like I was saying, my favorite horror film in particular is probably actually I don't know if I have one. Never mind. Bad question. I like a lot of horror films.
You don't have
I don't think I
one.
have one. No. I
If
will.
you could only watch 2 horror films for the rest of eternity, which 2? Now I'm letting you pick 2.
Watch 2. Friday the 13th Part 6.
You're allowed to watch 2.
Friday the 13th Part 6.
Part 6? Oh, I don't have my hands on my controller.
And I would also watch, what's another one? Damn it. I would also watch, what's another one? I can't think of one. What? Okay, wait. Another horror film I could watch all the time. Probably Evil Dead 2 as well. I like Evil Dead 2 a lot.
Evil Dead 2?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like,
Oh no.
my favorite kinds of horror films throw in comedy as well, because if a horror film can also be dark comedy, I enjoy it more. That's why also I like Friday 6 so much, is because it's dark and it's also good.
See, I've always been a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I love those movies. Those are good too.
And actually, if I could only pick 2 horror movies, it would be Jeepers Creepers and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, there you go. I mean, I would go with.
Jeepers Creepers has always been my favorite. I forgot about them for a minute.
I wonder what I can do. Can I should I sit on the menu of this game while we talk, or what should I do? I don't know, man.
Just
Oh,
have
there, yeah.
the whole screen be your face. Have it be
Oh
a
yeah, I could
direct
do that. You're right.
conversation with your audience.
I could do that. How do I do that again? Edit. Hang on.
I don't know how you.
I know how to do that. I know how to do it. Hang on. Webcam. I just have to maximize the webcam. I have to unlock it too, though.
So, what horror film or what horror franchise do you think deserves a TV show?
I would love to see a Friday the 13th. Traditional Friday the 13th. Not that TV series that came out while the movie came out. The movies were going on. I mean, like
But they had a Friday the 13th
Camp
TV show that
Chris.
came out.
They did.
What?
They had a Friday the 13th TV show that had nothing to do with movies. But it had the same logo and
That's
stuff
probably
too.
why I've never heard of
Yeah.
it.
But no, I believe I would love to see a series that either took place when all of the camp, or even just have a really slow version of the Friday plot, or a Friday-like plot. So say if you have a bunch of camp counselors and then they start dying, and they're trying to figure out what's killing them, so they try to band up. In 40-minute segments, they could make it even better than a movie.
That would be even if you did hour episodes.
Or even hour
there's a lot of
episodes that
things-
explain the story would be
Especially
great. But
you could go more in detail with it. You get to really with the TV show. The thing that I think is better about a TV show in a lot of scenarios is they have more time to tell more of the story.
Yeah.
So they can really get your heart attached to a character before Jason slaughters them.
Well, they also have the ability to make good payoff as well. That's why I love the Avengers movie, the last one. I loved it because it had a lot of good payoff to everything that happened.
That was what 22 movies worth of build up to get to that point.
Yep, Love You 3000.
Yeah, that was an amazing movie, but it doesn't really deal with horror at all. So
Thanos is scary though, for sure, a little bit.
I don't know. Thor made him kind of look like a little bitch at the beginning there. Spoiler alert.
True. But I would say favorite, if we're gonna continue the horror theme here. I think my favorite horror movie, or not movie, I mean game. Favorite horror game I've played is a tie between Resident Evil 7 and Outlast.
Hey, he noticed me. Well, I mean, like, because technically, if I have to go favorite horror game, it's got to be DVD.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, it has to be like, oh god, please don't have no ad after I just use my insta heal. Oh shit.
Whale. But yeah, I think horror games can be as creepy or even slightly more creepy than a movie because you actually control what happens.
He does have no ad. My biggest problem with horror games is not enough of them come out.
Well, my issue with horror games is the fact that not enough of them capture horror entirely either, especially if they're on Xbox.
Oh yeah. Well, the ones that really come out on console don't seem to come out frequently enough, and they usually are kind of bad. I was almost free. Honestly, like 99% of the franchises, the big horror franchises, would be amazing if they made them into video games. Like, give us a Chucky video game, Scream video game, you know, Jason video. Like, well, Jason got a video game, but that was a, you know, that died. Give us a new one that's better, you know, no copyright issues.
Well, I mean, just a game that was where you played as Freddy, or say people that were trying to stay awake from Freddy.
I'm gonna die.
You know, Dream Warriors kind of game would be cool too. Dream Warriors is my favorite.
Why am I instantly
nightmare movie, for sure.
Dude, why do I? This game sucks.
I mean, I don't know about you, but 3 is the best nightmare movie in my opinion.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, Dream Warrior would probably be one of the best ones. I don't know. It kind of went downhill the more movies they put out.
Oh yeah, for sure. They had a like weird fetus version of Freddy or something. It was disturbing. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that.
Okay, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, they had some weird shit going.
Andy, what is your?
Andy's here.
He is. I think he is. Hello.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us your favorite horror movie.
My favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
The problem is I haven't really seen that many horror movies.
Okay, say it anyways. Don't say do.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have one, but make up one.
Make up one. Any you haven't seen that many, but it doesn't matter because you can still say what your favorite of those are.
Like, out of all the ones that I've seen, though, I don't know. I kind of like Child's Play.
No, that is a good
Child's
one.
Play, that's a decent one.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what is your favorite horror game?
Horror game.
Dead by Daylight is a horror game, by the way.
That doesn't count. It's a different game than Dead by Daylight. Be original. Favorite horror game.
It does count.
Be original.
I want to say something, but I know it'll be terrible.
Also, my face is the only. I had to make it where my face isn't the only thing that's seen here. I need to fix that. Actually, hang on. Because what's the point of having a good podcast?
Andy's face into it.
I don't have Andy's face. I'll do this, where I have my webcam up here.
Don't use my face.
No, I'll make it where my webcam's here and the Xbox party is in the screen as well. There we go. Okay,
It's been a long time
so we
since I
continue.
played Meg.
Okay, guys. So, what is your favorite? Or yeah, Andy, what is your favorite horror game? You never answered the question. Actually, go ahead.
I really don't know. I like horror games. I don't really play them that much. I don't know, maybe. I was gonna say something. I don't know, Resident Evil 2.
Well, there you go. That's a good one.
Like the remake or the original?
I never played the remake, so I'd have to go with the original.
So you are talking about the original. Well, that's a good thing to clarify. A lot of people would think you're talking about that stupid remake, you know. Dan's all hyped about it. Continue, Dan.
It's a good game. So don't be rude about it. Oh, that's probably a problem. No, it's not. Let me just open party so we're all here.
You gotta ask around. Brazil, what?
Yeah.
Like horror franchise would you like to see made into a TV show?
A horror franchise.
Like, you know, Leatherface's franchise, Ghostface, Freddy, Jason.
They already have a Ghostface one.
Those people. Oh yeah, but that was an example.
Carry on.
Plus that one kind of.
The problem with horror movies is a lot of them are kind of like one-and-one deals. You know?
I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything that could work like that, unless maybe you could do something with Nightmare, like different dream, like every episode or something.
Yeah.
well, like Dan said, well, how did you describe it, Dan? Like, because he had chose Jason.
I chose Friday the 13th, and I think it'd be cool if they could use it where either it's a camp counselor setting where Jason starts killing people off slowly, or they make it more of a detailed iteration of the franchise, so they can have it where the first episode they set up the camp and then Jason eventually drowns at the end of the season. Spoilers, you know. And then
Like telling Jason's origins or something.
kind of, and then you know.
At this point, if they haven't seen Friday the 13th, Dan, they're not going to.
And then we'll.
No spoiler needed.
When Jason, oh yeah, I forgot that my thing has an overlay, so I don't even know why I'm trying here. But so when Jason drowns or whatever, that would be the end of season 1. Then season 2 would be, you know, these people set up a camp, and then all of a sudden, oh no, it's getting bad. Why is our camp falling apart? You know, Betsy Palmer starts killing people. Not really Betsy Palmer, but you know.
I mean, besides, if you think about it, each one of the big franchises, Chucky, Jason, Freddy, Michael, all of them have multiple movies in their series, right? So you could expand upon that as well. Like,
Yeah. I mean, really, I even would like if Netflix did a Bird Box series. I like Bird Box though.
Bird Box is kind of a stupid movie.
What? All right,
Like,
rude.
oh man, all we gotta do is blind to survive. Like,
Here we go. Well,
why don't we stab our eyes out and we'll never die? Like, okay. Problem solved.
I think you will die because you can still hurt yourself and die.
But I mean, like, we go to a blind field and everybody's okay because they're blind. Like, I just gotta
You'll
be
just have to use
blind.
the turtle power.
All right. Anyways, moving on. What is your favorite horror villain? Could be across anything: TV, series, game, movie, whatever.
To be honest, I kind of really like, what's it called, Freddy. Like, just how ridiculous he can be.
He is
Like,
pretty
the
good.
quips and the jokes and whatnot
Robert
from,
Englund made him amazing, hands down.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's for sure.
I don't. I mean, villain-wise, I think that my favorite villain's got to be the. Oh, Scheisse. Maybe. I mean, probably Jason still, because I love Friday the 13th a lot. But to be honest, I also think that I like a lot in the Evil Dead series how they have the spirit that just sucks in and turns people into zombies. I always thought that was really weird, but cool at the same time. Where it was kind of intense that Ash is getting chased by the camera, which is the spirit. You know, whatever. So I don't know. That's my runner-up is the spirit, the evil demons.
I still think Jeepers Creepers is the best.
And that's been a podcast. Carry on. Sorry.
If it wasn't for the fact his creator was like a pedophile or whatever, like they could have done so much more with that series.
You're right. But yeah, just
It's Legion.
I think that I would love to see more horror games based on IPs.
Oh, definitely. A Chucky one would be ridiculously like I don't even know depending on what route they took with that would be intense.
Well, you could play an asymmetrical horror game where one person plays Chucky and they crawl around on the floor and stuff and they'll kill you.
I don't know. You should just put Chucky in DVD.
No, you should not.
Probably.
You're not going to see him in the long grass. It doesn't make sense. And then
difficult.
And then people, if Chucky's in the game, then people will yell like Jurassic Park 2. They'll be like, "Don't go to the long grass, not the long grass." No.
Okay.
Wait. Let's get a Jurassic Park dinosaur in Dead by
Daylight. I know, but I would really love a
the Indominus Rex.
No. The Indominus Rex is too ridiculous. Yeah, Indoraptor.
Indoraptor.
No.
No.
But I would love an Evolve style game with Jurassic Park dinosaurs. That would be cool. So like another asymmetrical game, but where it's balanced better.
Evolved would need a lot of work.
It does. It's dead.
The game, it shouldn't have been any. The game you're talking about should be nothing like Evolved. Evolved was bad.
The
theory behind it was decent, but the delivery of it was just
I
not
agree.
good.
But anyways, Evolve doesn't have much to do with horror.
You just wasted God Palette, you bitch ass nerd.
All right, and that's been the podcast. No, I.
Oh well, yeah, he did waste that pellet.
Okay.
And I wasted my insta-heal.
Okay.
I thought it was going around the other way.
So
now I'm just sad.
Now, personally, I think that it would be amazing to have more horror films that were amazing. Instead of, I feel like lately there's been too much of a rehash movement in the horror film industry.
Well, just like with
you know what I mean,
with a lot of video games, they all follow the same fucking pattern or whatever. Nothing's.
Well, yeah, there's always a sequel to a video. Well, it's weird because video games used to be kind of remakes or whatever right now, but now video games have gotten to the point where they're sequels, which is whatever sequels. But movies now are remaking old movies that were they flopped. Now there's more remakes of everything in the Hollywood movie industry, and now all the games are just sequels.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
When it comes to the movies they're remaking, they flopped because they were ahead of their time, Dan. Now is their moment to shine.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. I like the fact that they're making the It movies. I like the first one a lot. But was it necessary? Not really. I don't know. It's
that
nice.
Is saying, is a Red Dead Redemption 3 necessary? It's not
not
necessary, but we want it. Where did he come from?
But for example, Pet Sematary, I was not at all satisfied with the ending to the movie. I'm not going to talk about it, but it was horrible.
But The new movie?
The ending was horrible. Yes, the ending was horrible.
The new one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Do you want me
I
to
don't
spoil
know,
it, or
I
do you
feel
want
like-
me to spoil it? Because I'll review the movie right now.
No, I don't think your viewers would appreciate you spoiling it.
To be honest, yeah.
I forgot to be recovering, guys.
Anyways, yeah. But it's frustrating that it
Honestly,
did certain things that
a
were...
lot of it's just rehash like shit.
Well, Child's Play, yeah, Child's Play's coming out, and eventually they're gonna make
Yeah.
another Friday movie, because I don't think they will, they wouldn't, to be honest.
Well, Friday can't be made until they get their lawsuit shit figured out.
Yeah.
Wait, whatever happened to that? It's still going?
The last time I heard, the lawsuit's been dropped, and Victor Miller and Horror Inc. or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves are working on an agreement,
Well,
but nothing's been said about it since that news broke a couple weeks ago.
oh shit, my camera's
Yeah.
covering the overlay. That would kind of defeat the purpose of that, huh? Okay. Oof.
You want some of this? You do want some of this, don't you?
But yeah, I agree with you, and I think that I'm hoping that really that the horror industry just improves tenfold, and hopefully these
Honestly, if-
rehashes are actually half decent. But I don't know.
Horror in all categories needs to get better. Like games, movies, all of it's just kind of like, eh.
I
Feels
did see a
psychological.
trailer for the new Annabelle film, and that looked interesting.
I would say instead of relying on like jump scares and booze, they should do something psychological with horror, like movies, games,
Oh,
whatever.
Annabelle looks like a psych
Yeah,
horror
That's where
though.
that's where the scares come from. Psychological stuff.
What was it?
That's where
I
creepy-
think the movie's called Annabelle Comes Home, but my lord, dude, that's a spooky one.
The problem with Annabelle is they've pretty much overdone Annabelle. They've made like 100
Isn't-
movies with Annabelle in the last
Isn't
4
there like
years.
20? Yeah, isn't there like 20 movies in that series?
I thought there
Yeah,
was
like,
like
they've
3.
done-
There's 20 though.
No, there's 3 titled Annabelle, but there's like a bunch that are involving Annabelle that are different titled.
Cause
Like
no.
me and my sister a couple weeks ago went to see The Curse of La Lorna or some shit.
yeah,
It was some horror movie. That's an Annabelle movie. It ties into Annabelle.
that ties into Annabelle, and so does what? Wait, what? Because there's another one that's coming out
I
in
can
like a
search
few
this.
months. What the fuck?
Yeah, that the Curse of La Lorna has the priest that was in one of the Annabelle movies, and it's like it ties into it somehow. I forget exactly how, but it ties into Annabelle. So I think they've overdone Annabelle.
So what
at
do
this
they
point.
try to make an MCU of Annabelle? Like it's just called the Annabelle CU, ACU? Because that's kind of weird.
Oh my god, I clicked it too late.
But I don't really have any other thoughts. Anybody else have any other thoughts about horror stuff? Because my brain is just blank.
Yeah, it sucks. They need to do better.
Okay, well, if you guys have any horror
Make
questions
DVD
or
too.
whatever, we'll try to get back to you on it. Because I believe by the time you guys comment, we'll be
In
moving
5 to
on.
7 business days.
No, I will be having Horror Week. You can just message in the comments down below about any horror things, and I can reply to you, or I can even maybe do it during my next podcast, which might not be, or really, sorry, not our next podcast, because it's Dig Up. It's not necessarily my podcast, but
We're digging it up.
anyways.
Take a dinosaur.
Like I was saying, I just if you guys have any comments or whatever, like I hope the audio is a lot better this time. I don't know, but I'm hoping that also you guys just say whatever you want. No, okay, don't say whatever you want. Just
Yeah, that's a tough line to draw. dude.
just just have any comments, questions, whatever. Just shoot them in the comments of this podcast when it comes up,
But now
uploaded.
with a gun, guys.
Okay. Yeah, he's right. And DryWatr's our guest for this episode because I don't think he'll be here all the time. I kind of doubt it.
Wow, I don't get to be a main star.
You have to pay me $5 to be an star. Anyways,
Ooh.
it's been fun, guys. I really love this so far. it's gonna sound pretty fucky though, because I keep riffing off nothing. But if you like this video, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will try to do more podcasts in general. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna continue streaming video games now. So here we go.